Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dennis Acuna, and this is my multimedia discussion board week 5, where I will be going through part 1 of a 3-part training module for public outreach training related to roadway construction projects. Our training this afternoon will start with part 1, introduction of public outreach. An overview of public outreach will be covered in part 1, and we will look at the who, why, and when public outreach is needed, and the public outreach components for a successful public outreach campaign. Ensuring a successful public outreach campaign for roadway construction projects starts with 3 simple questions. Who, why, and when is public outreach needed? These 3 questions can be answered simply by these 3 pictures here. The first of all, you must notify, it's used to notify the motoring public of potential traffic delays. This ensures that all motorists can plan accordingly and not get frustrated and lash out against the local agency or the workers that are on site. We must also notify all stakeholders of potential impacts. This includes anybody that has an interest on that roadway or alternate routes that may be used by increased traffic avoiding the construction area. An important factor here is businesses. If businesses are directly related to the construction area, we must work with them beforehand to ensure there's no loss of business and they have full access to continue their business during our construction project. And lastly, but not least, is to ensure traffic safety for all motorists and workers. When you have aggravated motorists, you will have unsafe conditions. So by planning well in advance and getting the word out, we can help increase safety and decrease aggravated driving. Next, we will dive into the components that are required for a successful public outreach campaign. The first thing we must do is reach out to the stakeholders, and this can be done by scheduling public meetings, conducting public surveys. The best way to do that is to ask the local agencies for community events where we can set up a booth, open houses, city council meetings, and at that point you can share the information with all interested parties and get the word out well before we break ground on these roadway projects. When we attend these public workshops and public meetings, we must have a lot of the information ready on hand. The best way to have this stuff ready is to create project fact sheets and to create a project website or a web page that can be linked to your agency's web page. This is very important, allows people to get information when they want it, when they need it, and the information that we include in these fact sheets can then be broken down and included in quick press releases or a social media blast. Social media is a vital component to a successful public outreach campaign. More and more social media is used to reach a larger audience that could ever be reached before. Once we have information, fact sheets, web pages, websites set up, we can use social media to spread the word very quickly. The use of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. can be used for quick news flashes, emergency updates, and to provide the data information to people who may not be attending the workshops and or open houses. Another great advantage of social media is the ability to post videos of your workshops and open houses that you may conduct as part of your public outreach campaign. This video here is a quick little snippet of an open house that was conducted for a local roadway construction project. As you can see, this is a very informal way of sharing information. Booths from different stakeholders were invited and presented information related to the area of construction. When thinking about your own public outreach campaign, this is something that should be at the very beginning of your thoughts and what you want to share with everybody in the community. And with that, that is the end of part 1 of our 3-part public outreach training module. Parts 2 and 3 will cover handling adversity during construction, the continued communication that is needed during the construction period, and then wrapping up your outreach campaign. Thank you.